Thousands of screams I heard. Revealed himself, the Master has.
I doubt that this was the Master that Dooku swore his allegiance to, Master Yoda. He could not have lasted this long without feeding on a planet. This initial hunger shows that he is still in the wake of his arrival.
So the darkness we feel is an additional threat, but what about Dooku and his master?
My sources have confirmed our suspicions, Masters. The Chancellor was the Sith Lord.
Eliminated the threat. Skywalker had.
Your sources. We would need to know more.
Trust me, you won't want to know.
So you say. The Council awaits your full report on the matter, once you have gathered sufficient intelligence for this new threat.
I don't know how long we could play this until they suspect your involvement, but I got a feeling it would be soon.
When the time comes, I will reveal myself as necessary.
You got any ideas where we can trace this Nihilus?
Did you feel anything else when you held my lightsaber?
I was in a room, trapped. It was full of holocrons, millions of voices.
It is not a place distant from memory. The place we must go is Telos. The Republic is really dying a slow death. The planet's restoration efforts under the Ithorians have yielded little results.
I never knew there was a Jedi Academy on Telos.
No, as a matter of fact, there never was. No Jedi were ever trained here, Vos.
That's interesting. But why?
It was a tumultuous time for the Jedi, with barely 100 left across the galaxy.
An attempt to revive the Jedi. But now, this is filled with so much dark side energy.
A supposedly well-meaning attempt that ended in a debacle.
Debacle?
Tell me, Vos, you fight a war against enemies across the galaxy, bounty hunters, criminals, and now, the Sith. It is impossible for a peace-loving Jedi to participate in the operations you do without sacrificing some room for a little moral ambiguity, isn't it?
I am not here for a heart-to-heart talk with you, old lady. Whatever I do it with a clear conscience. That is all you will get from me.
As you wish. But you are not as hard to read as you think you are.
I am an open book. I've got nothing to hide. You, however, no one knows what you want exactly.
And I desire to keep it that way. But it is rather tiring, no? To live what many would refer to as a double life. One day you are on Coruscant, meditating peacefully in the room of 1,000 fountains, and the next you are choking the life out another living being. How would a Jedi reconcile that?
That is something I hope no other Jedi would have to answer for.
Very well, we shall leave it at that. But know that there was once a Jedi named Atris. She saw through the failings of the Jedi, of their inaction during the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War. She wished to find a way to defeat the Sith, and so she bathed in their teachings and their ways. But she became the very thing she swore to destroy. It is such a quiet thing, to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it.
Jedi constantly fall to the dark side. That's why we're warned against it.
Indeed. But you thread a fine line closer to the darkness, even if you think you are distant from it.
Point taken. The holocrons. They're speaking to me.
And what do they say, Vos?
I don't understand what I'm hearing. It's just gibberish. Just Onderon.
Onderon? We must depart there.
You go first. I'll see what I can learn from these holocrons when I bring them back to the Council.
As I recall, we only have one shuttle between the two of us. We can't be in two places at once.
Figure it out yourself. I'll meet you at these coordinates.